So what's going on, guys? Welcome you all to join us in this Eve Echoes Developers Roundtable talk right here. So I'm your host, Randall John. So here in our studio, we are super happy to bring you 4 of our brilliant and talented game developers in our developer team. So here we have our senior producer, Suwei, joining us, and also aside from that, we got our designer, Lancelot, New August, and Mills. Please say hi to our fans.
Hi.
So, as you guys know, right now we're having this Halloween season. Have you ever considered putting on costumes for your cruise ship and your fleet in the game of New Eve Echoes? So that's basically the reason why we curated this roundtable talk, introducing and suggesting some of our newly incorporated and newly updated features and elements in the game of New Eve Echoes, just for you guys. So aside from that, we want to thank you. Thank you so much to all of our players all around the world for not leaving us. Thank you so much for keeping following us. So as you guys have known, so it has been actually 2 months since the official release of our mobile version of EVE Online, namely EVE Echoes. So what have you guys been doing lately, and how do you feel about it?
So for me, I was working on EVE Echoes, and also I'm playing in EVE Echoes. I have joined several amazing fleet fights with our players. They are pretty good and pretty amazing, and personally I'm currently very enjoying this game and hope our players also enjoying this game.
Okay, so what about you, August?
上线之后一直都非常忙着配表，忙着改各种各样奇怪的东西。然后上线之后，我们遇到了一大波脚本，我们也打击了一波，然后我也参与了其中，参与了1个多月。后面的话，新版本之后，我又把时间又抽去做新版本的内容规划，然后并且的话，包括长远的规划的话，也在不断的进行。然后总之上线之后真的非常难。
So what else? What about Sue?
上线之后，原本我们想的是，一旦上线我们可能会轻松一点，但实际的结果并不是这样。上线之后，我们需要完成的工作任务其实变得更多了。不但需要跟进一些玩家线上遇到的问题，修复一系列 bug， 同时还得去关注后续的一些开发的内容，包括像更远期的一些开发的一些细节等等。
对的，我们那个新闻炮不是也处理过好多次吗？
这种
真的是更新了好多次。
持续性的线上问题的确是很消耗精力。然后玩家可能也在 Discord 中也能感觉到，好像我们的开发团队人员和玩家沟通的变少了。其实我们沟通并没有变少，依然还是关注了 Discord， 但是我们同时要兼顾的事情实在太多，所以可能会让大家产生错觉，就是我们在 Discord 上说话变少了。
What else? What about Lancelot?
Yeah, quite busy. Just as Shu and Neros mentioned, in closed beta test and open beta test, I was a PvP fighter, and after the release, I completely became a high-sec miner.
Okay.
Because I can mine and I can also work. Yeah, so. And it turns out I love it.
Alright. So seems like you guys are all very busy and feeling like a little bit, burdened after releasing this game. But guys, the reason why our developers are so busy is basically because we want to better the gaming experience of you guys. We want to better the gaming experience. We want to better this universe of EVE Echoes for all our players the world over. So that's pretty much why we are so tired. Yeah, for sure, as developers, we have actually done a lot in the past 2 months. So specifically, what are you guys doing lately to better the gaming experience for all our players, all our gamers? So,
我们上线2个月，主要的工作内容一定是围绕线上遇到的各种问题，例如像刚才提到的新闻炮啊等等一系列的这种线上出现的 bug。还有玩家玩出的一些远超我们预期的骚操作，主要响应的这些问题。然后其次是我们得需要为运营团队开发一系列的工具，因为这些工具是要给遇到问题的玩家进行服务的，我们需要给他们完善的工具，他们才能够给玩家更好的服务。然后在这些内容之外，我们更主要的精力是放在开发一系列新的内容上，例如像后面的主权以及这一次我们需要跟玩家说的一些数值项，还有就是一些平衡项的内容的修改，然后这些是我们主要精力。然后对于我自己的感受来说，我 通过玩家反馈的内容，我们发现有一个问题是困扰我们比较久的，主要就是位置同步。因为玩家应该很多都遇到过，在太空中你飞行的时候会发现自己船的位置对不上了，看到的距离啊什么都会出错。这一块我们已经定位了问题，然后在10月10号的时候，我们紧急把这些内容修复了。但能否完全修复，现在还不确定，还需要持续的去看。如果玩家在游戏中还是遇到类似的问题，也尽快反馈给我们，我们也尽快去查证问题，然后去修复。这里也感谢玩家反馈和支持吧。
Okay, so are there anything you want to add?
Yes. So actually, beyond that, we are also spend a lot of time trying to develop special tools for our operation team and also our customer service team to help them to finish or to respond to the players more easily. And also, a very interesting case is about the sentry guns. Like players, the low-sec pirates, they are trying to gate camping other players, and they are trying to they explored a lot of strategies to tank the sentry gun, and the most unpredictable one is they are use the collision to pop out the sentry gun and make them far away from the gate. And that question is really, I have to say, creative for us, like, and never expected. And so those, thanks to those very creative and also talented players, and we found a lot of potential problems we didn't notice before.
All right, so Melo, so what you're saying is that while you guys are challenging your players, chances are you're going to be seeing that your players are challenging you guys.
Yes.
So this is kind of like this mutual reciprocal challenge is something that's making the whole game a better and better, right? Makes sense. All right, on top of that, we know that there exists some certain misbehaviors in the game, like what we have just mentioned, like this real money trade, and also this botting behavior. So are there going to be any solutions possible for you guys to solve this problem?
是，由我来回答。对于我们游戏里面 RMT 是和脚本混杂在一块儿的，所以我们主要的方式就是对脚本进行限制，然后对 RMT 也进行了一系列的封停。对于整个脚本以及 RMT 这块，我们截止到现在已经封停了超过25万个账号，随着时间增长，未来还会更多。从整体现在游戏内的感受看，脚本受到了一定的影响，也产生就是整个经济系统也相对的来说平稳了一些。但是对于脚本来说，还依然有牟利的空间，所以他们依然还会存在游戏里。我们也持续会关注这个群体，并且对他们进行持续打击。如果玩家在游戏中发现有疑似的这种情况，或者是怀疑它是脚本，也可以举报。我们会尽快去查证，并且对他们进行处理。
Yeah, for now we have been brought over 250,000 bots in our game. That's a crazy number, right? And it will be more in the future. Yes, but I believe our solution has a positive impact to our game now. So if you've seen any bot in our game, please report as soon as possible via the in-game report button.
Yeah, we also have an email address to report this
We
lopers.
just post this email address right there on the screen, right? Okay. So thank you so much, Sue. Thank you, Liz Dot, and our new August. And for those of you who have found this existence of all these misbehaviors existing in our game, please report it to us as quickly as possible. Thank you so much for supporting us. And just for the record, there's a brand new version of Eve Echoes will be divided into 2 editions and be released very soon, specifically on October the 28th and also on November the 11th, respectively. All right, so since you guys know right now we're having this, it's actually the Halloween season, right? So a lot of our players have already seen this Halloween-themed special ship skins available in the market of our game of Eve Echoes. So I was wondering if there's going to be, any gears, like Halloween-themed gears, treat special gears available for our players.
上次跟大家录了个视频，用英文说，我英语实在有点不标准。这次我还是用中文说吧。
OK。
我们介绍一下我们新出的那个5件装备。有一个是拦截力场发生器跟拦截炮发射器， 这2个的话，我们将会新出16个船来支持他们，分别有8艘轻蓝跟8艘重蓝。然后8艘轻蓝的话，有 T6 跟 T9 的轻蓝，跟那个 T8 跟 T10 的重蓝。然后它们的作用的话，跟端游类似，就是开起来之后，船就在里面的舰船就不能够越线出去了，并且它们可能会拦截过往越线之类的舰船。然后其次就是目标标记装置，它可以增加对方的信号半径。然后信号半径其实在游戏里面是一个很牛逼的数值。当你信号半径越大的情况下的话，你受了伤害，受了各种武器的伤害都会变得更多，并且你还更容易被别人锁定，就是增加了危险系数。所以说这装备也是相当牛逼的。还有感应一组的话，大家要知道 if echoes 的话跟 if 一样的话，都是靠锁定系统去攻击别人的嘛。所以说，如果说你把别人的锁定系统抑制掉的话，别人就相当于就是瞎了，没办法打别人了。所以这也是个比较不错的装备。然后最后一件就是根据大家 Discord 的反馈，我们的话，我们的那个拦截的强度可能有点投的太少了。这件装备的话将补足这个不足，并且的话，这个老屏装置的话而且还会停掉你的推子。
Alright, so coming up next, as players, you may or may not have heard this news that we as developers, we're going to be launching this special Halloween-themed events for our players. So would you please tell us a bit about this event? Like, what's it about? Would you please tell us?
在万圣节期间，我们在全宇宙区域就会刷新2种不同的异常空间。不同的异常空间的话，里面会有一个简单的怪，其实那怪我们也没有什么精心准备。不过的话，我们导致精心准备了这个异常空间里面的一记箱子。在普通的那个异常空间里面，它会有2个普通的箱子，并且在高级的那个异常空间里面会有3个普通的箱子跟1个稀有的箱子。然后打开这个箱子之后的话，将会有3种不同规格的补给。然后了，由于我们在万圣节期间的话，我们是不会替换全宇宙的怪的嘛，所以说我们新出的装备将会作为专有的奖励，在那个补给箱子里面开出来。值得一提的是，最厉害的那个箱子，如果你打开它的话，里面一定会出现故事线的装备或者永久的万圣节皮肤。
Wow, a permanent skin.
Yeah.
Wow, yes, that's amazing. I can't wait opening all these mysterious supply boxes already, guys. All right, thank you guys for this detailed and concise introduction and explanation. So speaking of this NPC existing in our game, so are there going to be, any brand new ideas related to this NPC design in our brand new version of eVehicles, guys?
之前我在上次好像有提示过，就是我们进化 NPC 的这条道路其实是一个非常长的这个道路。我们希望这个 NPC 非常的智能。最好他们能够跟玩家一样，甚至你没有办法分辨说他到底是玩家还是到底是 NPC。甚至后面我们希望这 NPC 能够像玩家一样的打劫其他玩家。
哇哦，
在越线的那个路上，但是我们这个东西万里长征总是有第一步。我们第一步的话就是把这个 NPC 做得更智能一点。现在他们的话具有能够智能的选择舰船，跟智能的选择装备。就像玩家自由的配装一样的这个功能。值得一提的就是，我们这个 NPC 的替换啊，将会在11月11号才会进行。因为之前的话，我们要确保这个版本的稳定性，别出现说这个整个宇宙突然没有怪可以打这种情况。
Yes, basically this is the first step of our big plan. So our final goal will be to make this universe more dynamic, not only dynamic for the players, but also dynamic for NPCs. So after the update, you will find that the enemies you faced before will be slightly changed every time when you walk into the anomaly or when you are going to do the missions. So we have special rules behind this to make the NPCs to organize their fleet randomly every time, and also they will use different weapons every time. So every challenge will be totally fresh for you. So by doing this, we hope we will finish those steps step by step gradually to introduce a more dynamic NPC system to eVehicles. So maybe in the future, the NPCs will not stay in the anomalies waiting for you to kill, maybe they will be more aggressive and coming out to attack you.
Yeah.
And maybe they will involve themselves to become stronger and stronger.
Yeah, so we're actually taking baby steps. So bettering, this game universe of Eve Echoes, and that's definitely going to be making this whole game a more complicated one. All right, so coming up next, one other thing that our players are constantly talking about recently is definitely this encounters in the game. Like, as players, would you please tell us something, brand new about these encounters existing in the game?
So as I introduced above, that we will put the technical unit into both anomalies and also encounter missions. So in the future, when you're trying to do the missions, you will see the random fleets of the pirates, which is organized based on specific rules. And besides that, we will extend the difficulty levels of encounter missions from 3 to 5.
Okay.
So during this launch and during our game experience, we found that players are staying too long in a single difficulty level. So we want to give our players more sense of progression. So we cut and split those encounter missions into more levels from 1 to 3 and 4 to 5.
So I mean, there's a Tech 1 to Tech 3 will be categorized into this,
Yes.
novice level of difficulty, right?
Yes, so previously it's from Tech 1 to Tech 4
Okay.
will be the basic missions.
So right now it's going to be Tech 1 to Tech 3.
Yes, and we will have additional levels from Tech 4 to Tech 5, and Tech 6 to Tech 7,
Okay.
and etc. So this will be more levels, so players will have more sense of progression while doing encounter missions.
Okay.
And we also will adjust the reward of encounter missions based on to fit our new level systems.
Yeah, I didn't want to cut the bounties, really. But
You want to cut the bounties.
yeah, I didn't want to cut the encounter bounties. Yeah, but also players gave us the feedback that the bounties in the encounter is too high. You know, it's very hard to do.
Yes, this is a very popular topic about the
Bounty, right?
the mission rewards. Like players now will get a very high reward when doing the storyline missions.
Okay.
And also at the beginning, we think that the storyline missions, they are very risky and very challenging for the players. But when the time goes by and when players are leveling up, so they are not as challenging as before. And the reward of the mission seems to be too high. And we also are discussing actively about changing the reward of the storyline missions.
Yeah, we just discussed for a long time. Yeah.
Yes, basically, Narrow, he is against to cut down the reward of the mission, but I would prefer to reduce the reward of storyline mission a little bit. But this discussion is still continue. And
Okay. It's still an ongoing process.
yes, and we will make a rational change in the future.
Yeah. So we still have to discuss a little bit about, this further details existing in this gaming system, especially about this bounty or this reward system, right?
Yes, and also one more thing we want to share here is that we will remake our delivery missions.
Oh.
So in the previous versions, for those delivery missions, you only need to deliver one single items, which is in a very small volume and easy to transport. And these missions are pretty easy and also boring. So we want to make this more challenging and also will be exclusive challenge for the players who are focusing on transporting. So the volume of the items will increase a lot, and you will need special delivery ships to carry those items to the target location. And we also will increase the reward of those delivery missions, including some module blueprints, some drone blueprints, So with those good rewards, hopefully we can make the career of the delivery man more profitable.
So basically, you're just encouraging more players to pick up this delivery mission in our game, right?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. And aside from that, earlier this month, our players are, invited to participate into this AMA, namely a survey, basically for all our players and gamers, asking them about their feedbacks of what they have experienced in the game. And a lot of our players, a lot of our gamers are reporting this, balancing problem existing in our game. So as developers, have you done anything? So are there going to be any feasible solutions to make this whole game a more balanced one?
So generally, we are doing the balancing based on two aspects. The first one is the player's feedback, and the second one it was the in-game data. Yeah. For example, one balance adjusting from the player's feedback is that the damage of the medium rapid missile.
Yeah, someone just sent direct message to me later. We should nerf the missile first.
Yes,
Okay.
I've received those.
This is going to be the victim for all these missiles for quite a long time. Okay.
Yeah. So we've noticed that the damage of the rapid medium missile is stronger than any other weapons. Yeah. So it will be nerfed a little bit in this time. Yeah. So on the other hand, an example from the balance adjusting from the in-game data is the strike cannon. We've noticed that the strike cannon was used a lot by players. So to figure it out why, I studied on it and learned that skiting is one of the
You mean
most
kite flying?
Kiting.
kiting
Kiting.
is one of the most popular strategy in our game now. So the strike cannon has the best optimal range.
Also, the fourth is
Yes. So it can use the distance advantage to win the combat. Yes. So that is why it's so popular. So it will be nerfed a little bit this time.
Okay. So what you're saying is that when you see, as the game developers, when you see some certain weapons or some certain gears are too strong or too powerful or too popular, chances are you want to, get it a little bit weakened to a little extent,
Yes.
right? To make it less powerful. All right, so let's start. I understand that you are actually trying to make the game on the whole a more balanced one. But, for example, let's say me, myself, I am a professional player who have been playing this game for quite a long time. And I have actually spent a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of energy in training a certain skill of mine because of its popularity, or as you said, because of its power, right? Because of its superpower. And all of a sudden, I'm going to be, finding that, so the skill that I've been trained for quite a long time has already been undermined or, has been weakened. So what am I going to do for that? Have you ever considered this kind of phenomenon?
Actually, we have considered the relationship between the weapons and skills while we are doing the balancing. On one hand, even if the medium rapid missile was nerfed a little bit, it will not become a worse weapon in the whole game. It still has its advantage. On the other hand, why we nerf the rapid missile, we will buff the normal missile and the torpedo as well. So the skills, your skill will not be wasted.
So you're saying that while you guys are weakening one certain weapon, the chances are you will balance it up by strengthening another weapon of yours, right?
Sure.
Okay, that makes sense. And on top of that, so many of our players are reporting this feedbacks related to this Alliance online instant chatting system, which is actually really useful when they're playing together, right? So are there going to be any available Alliance chatting systems for our players in the future?
So at the beginning, the Alliance chat has a technical challenge for us because the number of the players in the Alliance is too many. And we cannot support those number of players technically. So in the past few months, we are actively upgrading our chat system to support more players. And in this recent weeks, we already achieved that the number of the players in the channel will reach thousands of players. So with this, we are able to develop Alliance Chat. And I think you will see these new features in the game very soon.
Okay. All right, so guys, so far seems like we have already covered all these brand new updates and brand new features that's going to be seen in this newly released Eve Echoes, brand new versions. So are there any miscellaneous kind of like different details that you want to tell us about this brand new version of Eve Echoes to our players?
So actually, we still have a lot of interesting new features is under development. But because the release time is still to be decided, so we cannot share too much detail about them in this talk.
Okay.
But for example, we will introduce a more improved cooperation hanger and also many interesting new features. We will introduce a new type of missions, and in these missions, you can get the module legion. And also the
SOE.
Yes, SOE, the sister of Eve. You can get debris and maybe data cores of those two factions. So you can produce a brand new faction ships
And a loyal point.
and maybe loyal points.
Okay, so what else?
On my side, the major future content is the insurance for all ships, not only the beginner ships.
因为要开发的新的功能还很多，还包括像新的主权这些内容等等，这一块对我们来说非常重要。然后再加上大家还有很多想要的内容，很多想要的新功能，这样就代表着我们需要更多的开发人员加入到我们团队中来。
All right, thank you so much, Sue, for your introduction. And guys, that's actually a lot of brand new things to see, a lot of brand new things to experience, especially for this sovereignty kind of thing, which is serves as the core elements in this new version of Eve Echoes. And because of that, guys, players, we actually need your help. And for those of you who want to join our developers team, please feel free to contact us. And we're ready to embrace you guys. We're ready to include you guys into our designers team. And right now, you know what? We're going to be, posing this email address right here on our screen. For those of you who want to join in, please feel free to contact us. All right. So anyway, at the end of the day, please keep following us, loving us, and supporting us, guys. Because actually the spookiest and also the scariest thing in this Halloween season for us is losing your support. So anyway, once again, thank you so much for attending our roundtable talk today. Shout out to our brilliant designers team. Shout out to Lestat, shout out to Suwei, to New Rogos, and also our brilliant and gorgeous Mellows. And for those of you who want to know more about this brand new version of EVE Online, please feel free to contact us. All right, so till next time, we're out. Peace.
See you next time.